In the United States of America, our system of laws protects our citizens in the peaceful exercise of their constitutional and civil rights. The Department of Justice will not tolerate attempts by an authoritarian regime to undermine those protections and the rule of law upon which our democracy is based. We will not tolerate attempts by a foreign power to threaten, silence, or harm Americans. We will stop at nothing to identify, find, and bring to justice those who endanger the safety of the American people.
In the last few weeks, we've grown accustomed to seeing Attorney General Merrick Garland stand at that same podium to announce a new special counsel or new findings of classified documents. But when Garland took the podium on Friday, as you just saw, it was not that kind of announcement. And it was not that kind of dry, deliberate delivery. It was emotional. It was powerful. It was a major announcement of charges being brought by this DOJ against 3 men who attempted to assassinate a U.S.-based journalist. If you're a regular viewer of our program, you knew her the second you saw her. It was Masih Alinejad. She's been our eyes and ears on the ground inside Iran on the continuing protests there. She has become one of the preeminent voices of resistance against the Iranian regime, and they have taken note, which is why, according to Attorney General Merrick Garland, 3 men who are part of an Eastern European criminal group with ties to Iran attempted to murder her last year on U.S. soil, right here in our country. According to the unsealed indictment released Friday, the 3 men were charged with murder for hire and money laundering conspiracy counts. According to the indictment, one of those men was arrested in July after he was found with a loaded AK-47 style assault rifle outside her house. He, at the direction of the 2 other men, quote, was preparing imminently to execute the attack, end quote. Joining us now, the intended target of that attack, Masih Alinejad, Iranian-American journalist, activist, and one of the inspirational leaders of this moment and behind the protests in Iran. I was so upset when I heard during the day that it was you, and I wonder how you're doing.
First of all, I love you. I love this sisterhood, and that's what we need. Because, look, I came here in America to practice my freedom of speech, my freedom of expression, the way that you do. And I don't deserve to be the target of kidnapping plot, assassination plot. Not only me, my stepchildren. Today, I just read a message from from my friend Rana Fruhar. She is the mother of my stepchildren, and I cried the same way that you cried, because she said, we are one family. We are not going to keep silent. We are going to speak up against these murders, because this is a national security issue for Americans. And I want Americans to pay attention to that. I want the U.S. government to pay attention to this, like bipartisan. This should be stopped.
Why do they want you dead?
Because I'm giving voice to brave leaders, brave women inside Iran. You know, the Islamic Republic is scared of its own people. What I do, I'm not carrying any weapon. I'm only 48 kilos. And my weapon...
Less now.
Yes. My weapon is my voice, my words, my social media. That scares the regime. Right now that I'm talking to you, Iranian women are being raped in prison. They hanged men just because of supporting their sisters, their mothers, their daughters. Women being shot in their eyes. Many women and men being blinded. That's why they're scared of me and other activists and dissidents, because we are echoing the voice of Iranian people who say no to Islamic Republic.
What is it that you need? I mean, I'm afraid to ask you this because I don't want to put you in more harm, but what is it that you need to tip the scales and get Western leaders to do more?
First of all, I remember when you were inviting me many times, I was angry. But I have to thank the U.S. government right now, because they took the lead to kick out the Islamic Republic from United Nations top women body. brilliant. Actually, many European countries, now they changed their tone and they're trying to help us. They created a mechanism to actually do an open investigations about the massacre inside Iran. These are fantastic. But I want the U.S. government now to take the lead because they put the Revolutionary Guards on the terrorist list. This is the time. Biden administration can do a lot to convince the EU to designate the Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist organization. I mean, they're killing innocent people inside Iran and outside Iran. This is a terrorist regime, and I can, I want to use your platform and ask President Biden to meet him in person. Because, look, I was the target of assassination plot, kidnapping plot, third attempt, who knows? I don't want President Biden, when I got killed, don't do anything. Now I need you.
Well, you're still here. That's so upsetting. I mean, this wasn't the first time, though.
No.
Can you tell me, without giving away anything you do to keep yourself and your extended family safe, your immediate nuclear family safe, how it's changed your life?
My life is upside down. It's not easy to, watch over your shoulder every single day. But you know me. I'm not scared for my life at all. I'm ready to die if it can make awareness for the leaders of G7 to understand that this is the time that they have to get united, the way that the dictators are united. Putin is sending drones. Khamenei
Iran,
is sending drones to Putin to kill innocent Ukrainian, and the Islamic Republic is a threat for people in the region, is a threat for democracy. So for me, this is the most scariest thing that this is happening in front of the eyes of free world. I'm not scared for my life, but I know that many women inside Iran, they don't have any protection the way that I have. So I feel guilty to talk about myself. I want to get the attention of the rest of the world to people inside Iran who want to get rid of gender apartheid regime. Right now that I'm talking to you today, one young woman, 20-year-old, and her fiancé, 21-year-old, got arrested, received 10 years prison sentence for dancing in public.